This video is brought to you by Dr. Kristen R. Bromley's Guitar Method Book Series and Online Music Academy.
Hi, I'm Dr. Kristen Bromley. Welcome to my online academy. It's so great to be here with you in these online lessons. In this video, I'm going to explain Sus2 chords, and I'm going to go over the Asus2, Dsus2, and Esus2 chord voicings that we can play in first position on the guitar. Once I've gone over the voicings, of course, we'll jam together on some chord progressions, practicing these chords along with some other ones that we're already familiar with. As we're doing that, we'll be playing right along with bass and drum accompaniment, so it's going to be a jam session. You, me, and the band will be playing those chord progressions. It's going to be fun. This video accompanies Lesson 20 from my Chords and Harmony Books 1 and 2 method book. In the book, we're going to start on page 133. You'll see a little theoretical explanation there for what Sus2 chords are, and you'll see these diagrams along with some other chord diagrams as well. So that's where we're starting. Okay, so Sus2 chords. Recently in the lesson series, we've worked on Sus4 chords, which are also commonly known as Sus chords. What happens is we've got a major chord. I'm going to demonstrate this with C major. So we've got a major chord, has the root, third, fifth. And then we have a minor chord where we flat that third, lower it by 1 fret, and we get a minor chord, minor third, flatted third, instead of the major third or the natural third, and we get a minor chord. So we have our major and minor chords. In the last few videos where we've been working with Sus4 chords, the third has been replaced by the fourth. So coming out of a C major scale, if we take the step number 4, which is a perfect fourth above the root, we get a suspended quality chord instead of it being major or minor. Now what we're doing here is replacing the third with the second step of that scale, a major second above the root, and we get a Sus2 chord instead. So we're going to take a look at these Sus2 chords that I have up here on the board, starting with A. So Asus2, and actually what's kind of cool with the Asus2 and the Dsus2 is that where we would normally play the third of the chord, which is with the highest string we'd have a finger on, we just have to remove it and we're going to play that string open for both Asus2 and Dsus2. So looking at the Asus2, all we've got is that fret number 2 on the 4th and 3rd strings. You can put any fingers you want, but the suggested fingering I have here is middle and ring. We just stick those and then we play from the open 5th string. We play the top 5 strings. We don't play that low 6th string. So we get an A, Sus2, just like that. Super cool sound. Super fun, super easy to play. So you can just get kind of familiar and comfortable with that one. That's how Asus2 works. Dsus2 then. We're not going to play the low 2/6 strings. We're just going to play the top 4 strings. We put our index and ring fingers, at least that's the suggested fingering. You can use other fingers if you want to. But index is going to go on that 2nd fret of the 3rd string, and ring finger is going to go on the 3rd fret of the 2nd string, and we get a nice Dsus2. Just like that. Now to get familiar with them, you can practice going back and forth between Asus2 and Dsus2. Kind of cool. Let's take a look at Esus2. With Esus2, if you're familiar with the power chord, it's the same shape, only now we're going to play all 6 strings. So we're going to stick that index finger at the 2nd fret of the 5th string, ring finger and pinky fingers at the 4th fret of the 4th and 3rd strings, and then we play all 6 strings. So we play from that low open 6th string and we get an Esus2. Kind of interesting when we were learning the B Sus4, if we play this same shape from the top 5 strings, we get B Sus4. Add in that low E and we get Esus2. There's a correlation between the different Sus chords. Change the root and you get a different one there. So you can go back and forth with these if you want to between A Sus2, D Sus2, and E Sus2. Just getting used to finding those shapes. You can practice them in other ways as well, but we're going to go ahead and play the chord progressions that I have for us to play here in this video so we can start working on them. We're going to do numbers 2, 4, and 8. So over on page 134 is where we'll start with number 2. Number 2 is in 3/4 time. We're going to use that down, down, up strumming pattern. Same thing for number 4. We'll use that down, up strumming pattern. And then when we get over to number 8 on page 135, we're going to go down, up, slap, down, up, slap, down, up. And with that one, when you have 2 chords per bar, you're going to switch chords right after the slap. So if I go from Asus2 to Dsus2, I'm going to do this down, up, slap, switch chord. Alright, each one of these chord progressions is going to happen at two different tempos, first a slower tempo and then a faster tempo. As I have mentioned in other videos, it's okay to mute the strings and just work on the strumming. It's also okay just to practice on fingering the chords while you're just fingering along with the video. If you can't keep up, if it's just too fast, then just pause the video and work on it a little bit on your own and then try playing it along with me. But we'll do that slower tempo first and then the faster tempo. We'll go 2, 4, and then 8. It's going to be super fun. Let's go ahead and play these. All right, fantastic. As we continue through the lesson series, we're going to keep working our way through lesson 20 in the chords book. We're going to learn some more Sus2 chords in the next video, play some more chord progressions. It's going to be fun. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please hit the like button and subscribe to the channel. And be sure to check out more great content. You can find more information about me and my products at kristenbromley.com. Take care.